What's up, guys? Big weekend in arm wrestling coming up. I just was on Steak Kings and I was looking, and there's a ton of availability. Put the link right down there if you want to check it out while I go through them a little bit. More than welcome. So it's like 3 days away from the reopening of Arm Wars. It's super exciting. Arm Wars has been quiet since before the pandemic, really, since before 2018. Really, I mean, I don't know when their last event was, but basically, Arm Wars was going strong for such a long time. Neil got heavily involved with the World Arm Wrestling League, then the pandemic. He's back. This is the first show back, and as usual, Arm Wars is getting together some of the best athletes in arm wrestling, and the matchups are super close. And there's a lot of room still, and we are now, geez, it looks like 2 days away for some of the events, 2-3 days. Yeah, the battleground, the lightweights, Giannis Amelins, Jeff Hale, Mindaugas, Tarasitis, and Tom Holland. There's space on everyone except for Mindaugas is sold out. And Giannis and Jeff are shutout stakes. And in this case, the way the shutout stake works is Giannis has to win the first four straight. After the first four, he can lose if he wants to. But he wins the first four, that's where the shutout stake line is drawn. You got Froda and this guy Stoika Bogdan. And yeah, this guy is, from what I understand, he seems to be the on-paper favorite, but everybody's putting their money on Froda. But the one that is, well, there's Kudecha and Espy, another massive match. And these guys seem so similar to me, really. I mean, not in terms of experience necessarily, but in terms of their size and kind of their base style. To me, they're quite similar. So it's a massive match. Kudecha's kind of coming up, whereas Espy's been at the top of the sport for a very long time. And and we haven't seen Ryan for quite some time. First time out of the gates after quarantine. Always interesting. But the match that everybody's so hyped about is RVJ versus Sasho. RVJ, the North American, there's really just two question marks for me when I say RVJ is the number one guy at his weight in North America. There's only two questions, and that's if Todd Hutchings ever decided to cut down again and pull him. And the other one is, of course, if John Brzenk could make a weight category that Rob pulls in. Those two guys. So Rob is, I'd say he's either the number one or damn close to it in North America. And then you got Sasho. And I'd say that, probably I'll say Sasho's the number one probably in the world. I know that Zoloev and maybe just like one more name maybe can make an argument, but this is the first time that Rob has really gone for that undisputed place in the world, which I think that whoever wins this match, it'll be hard to argue that they're not the guy at that weight. But RVJ filled up his first block like instantly. And then we opened up a second block. Boom, Sasho cleared it. And now RVJ has been stuck for a while. So, yeah, we are 3 days from them pulling. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the North American belief in RVJ. But somehow it seems to have stalled out. I don't know. Vlad and Bozidar still have space. And of course, this weekend, the other massive match that's happening is John Brzenk versus Dmitry Kachan. I'd say that this is a bigger match for John than Chance was. That's my belief. Not having pulled Dmitry, but I have pulled Robbie Topi in practice, and I gotta say that I was super, super impressed by Robbie Topi. And Robbie Topi is a fairly known quantity. And, you know, Dmitry actually had a crazy match with him that he ended up winning. So he's kind of on that level, it seems. And he looks like a young, really fit, healthy guy. So I have high hopes that this will be a very worthy adversary for John Brzenk. And, yeah, there's still space on him. So, I mean, all the guys down in Texas would know best. Dimitri's quite quiet on social media. There's not a lot of video that you can see of him. But, I mean, what can you say? The dude's a Russian, right? I think he's Russian. Dmitry Kachan sounds Russian to me. Every time a guy comes from that part of the world, he's an arm wrestler. I always, probably a bad dude. We've added a really exciting match. It's quite a ways away. Eli Sadov versus Ole Moise. I think I'm saying your name wrong, buddy. But these guys are both incredible arm wrestlers. Probably two of the very best lightweights in USA. I've pulled both of them. They're both incredible. They're both really, really good, strong arm wrestlers that are way stronger than their weights suggest. I think it's going to be an incredible match. Anyways, we've just opened that one up. And Lachlan and Bowen are just a little bit more than 3 weeks out, and they keep selling out, so we've opened a third block on them. So there's more space on both these guys. Yeah, and there are some really exciting matches to come. Just doing some final, figuring out where we want to put the odds on some of the big ones, but we'll make that announcement soon. It's been nice to be at home the last, it's been over a week now since the fight, and I can barely tell. I got nothing left. Yeah, not a mark, not a sign that I was even in a scrap, which is a bit disappointing. Hey, good times. I was really beat up, like my back, my wrist, definitely feeling my age. But I've really missed the table a ton. I missed the table a lot. That 5 weeks off was the longest break I've had from arm wrestling exercises in probably like 25 years. So I came back, had a ton of motivation to train like crazy. I've been trying to arm wrestle or do arm wrestling training every single day since, getting back to Canada. And I'm pretty much doing that. And right away my body's like, you idiot, like, what are you thinking? But I think probably in a couple weeks, probably 2 or 3 weeks, I'll get my feet back under me and I'll start to wake up all those muscles again, and the rest will probably end up being a good thing for me. And who knows, there's some things in the works for December, maybe. We should know soon. And I got a ticket sent to me for next week. I'll keep you updated on that one, but a little bit of a last minute surprise. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I wish you guys all the power in the world to do everything you want to do.